I guess once I started to realize that I wanted to be a filmmaker, um, it was the reason why it felt so right to me was that everything that I've ever studied, everything that I've ever wanted to do, it all just kind of culminated in filmmaking. So as a young child, I did a lot of martial arts. I was always into the arts, like drawing, painting, and I went to art school and I started off as a graphic designer, and I also wanted to be a computer programmer before that. And with the whole technological movement in the film industry, with the digital cameras and special effects and everything, it just felt right. It felt like everything that I wanted to do was all just in that one package. And
Yeah, it's sort of like coming together perfectly,
yeah,
huh?
coming together perfectly, really. And also, if I wanted to be a director, I knew that I had to learn some acting, and I started taking some acting classes at the Howard Fine Studio, and it it was a lot like martial arts to me. It was real time. It was just back and forth, like giving and taking, and a lot of that kind of just excited me. And I thought, oh, acting is actually very challenging. It's not as easy as people think. It's a whole art form in its own. And so I got into acting that way. Like after, well, first I wanted to be a filmmaker, and then after I fell in love with acting also. So after I made my first feature film, White Wall, in 2010, I wanted to kind of I needed some change in my life, and so I ended up going to South Korea and learning theater. And I was doing theater for the past 2 years, and in that process I met a lot of really good people, and that's how I met the protagonist of the movie, Kang Moonju, and she was in the filmmaking program, and we would just get together and always talk about filmmaking, and just sit in a cafe and just like brainstorming, pretty much. And one day I told her, I said, we should do something. We should make a short film. And when I pitched to her my idea and I told her, I think you should be the lead actress in this, she was really excited about it at first, but she's never acted before in her life. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so she was, I guess she got really nervous like a couple days before filming, and she called me. She said, I'm not sure if I could do this. And I said, it's just a short film, and we should have fun. That's just because I guess I'm considered a very experimental and dramatic filmmaker. So I just wanted to experiment. I wanted to try different things because I learned a lot of things in the theatrics, and I wanted to apply that to filmmaking, and like timing and a lot of
Yeah.
different skills. And so
And that shows in the film,
oh,
definitely,
thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. So it was really an experiment. It started off as an experiment, and I wanted to just make it really low budget. It was a $500 budget, and the only way that we were able to shoot it that low budget was because Korea is a country that doesn't have guns, and so you could be running around in public with a machine gun, and no one will say anything. They'll just think it's a toy. In America, if you're running around with a machine gun, people are going to be like calling the cops, and so you need a permit. It costs a lot of money. You need to hire law enforcement in America, like you make it like safe. But in Korea, we were able to just do everything just out there, just so we were able to do it very guerrilla style, very low budget, and just had a lot of fun with it. Also, a new thing that I incorporated in this was parkour stunts, and it's the people who
Yeah.
jump off buildings and such. And
I know parkour very, very well, and it's obvious, yeah.
yeah, and so I called these two guys. They were college students, and they were really good, and it was amazing because I called them up last minute. I told them, can you do this? Can you jump off there to there? There wasn't a single thing that they couldn't do. It was just, okay, and then we jump off buildings and do all sorts of crazy things, and I have a whole new respect for parkour. The two actresses never they never acted and they've never done any martial arts. So I spent a good time, you know, training them with that. And they were very dedicated because we would be training and it would get to the point where they would train so hard that they would have to like vomit and like, puke. And they would come back and they would continue. And it was that kind of heart and dedication that they had to making it happen. But you know, I'm all about safety, and I don't want anybody getting hurt. So, you know, I didn't put them through anything that was too dangerous. And since I've been training and teaching martial arts, it's kind of second nature to me to kind of choreograph fight scenes. When I shot this short film, Sudden Butterfly and the Dragon, I was in Korea for about a year, and it was really challenging because I was still learning the language, I was still learning the culture and everything.